Hello, this is Ben119 and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Super Mario 74. So if you don't know, Super Mario 74 is a ROM hack of Super Mario 64, and there is all brand new levels. All the levels are brand new. There's extra content and there is 151 stars, so let's get into it. So I just want to do a quick review on it. Well, it's not going to be quick, it's going to be quite long. Most of it's going to be reviewing each level, because that's the way I want to do it, and then at the end I'm just going to tell you my overall opinion on the game. So right here I've just got some gameplay of the game, and just to let you know, the difficulty of this ROM hack is, I wouldn't say it's not like an extreme hack, but towards the end it does get very difficult. There's some very difficult stars near the end, especially in like Aluminum Spear and Ombre Spear. Those two levels are extremely difficult, and Bowser's Crystal Palace is really difficult as well. So the first few levels are really easy though. Well, they're not stupidly easy, but you should have no problems with them no matter your skill level. But once you play the game more, you will see the difficulty progression will spike dramatically. Now, I'm going to tell you this now, there's going to be spoilers for the game. No major spoilers, I'm not going to show off every single star. I'm going to be showing at least one star in each level though, so do be warned. So I'm not going to show everything, but you will get one star spoiled out of each level, but that's only so I can show off each level. So I'm just going through the star list here, and as you can see there's 46 bonus stars, and that's because there's loads of stars hidden in the main lobby, and there's more bonus content to do in this game, and all the Bowser levels have more than one star. So there's a lot to find, and it's a really big game, and I'm actually can't believe I 100%ed it, because it's pretty difficult. Like, it's not extremely difficult, like compared to Super Mario 74 Extreme Edition or Star Revenge Night of Doom or Kaizo Mario 64, it's not that difficult. But let's get into reviewing the levels. So this is the first level, this is Dice Fortress, and it's a really cool level. It's a really nice starter level in my opinion. I like the way the levels are quite compact in this game, because I've played Star Road and I enjoy Star Road, but for one, I don't like the camera in Star Road, and I think some of the levels are a bit too open. And I know some people may not like the compact levels, but to me I really like the way it works. And I just think it looks really nice. Also, I think if the level's too open, then it is easy for new players to get lost, and I think having the compact levels can make it so that it is easier to see where you're going. You can still hide stars really well. Like, spoiler alert, there is a box behind that wall there that has a star in it, and it is pretty hard to get to. And just because the level's small, like I was saying, you can still hide stars. And there is a few stars that are really well hidden in this game, like extremely well hidden. Like, you might even need to use a guide to find a few stars. So that is my opinion on level 1. I'm just getting this star here. It's not that hard of a level. It's not extremely easy, all the stars, but some of the stars are pretty easy. But I had no problem with it. It's a fun level, so let's go on to the second level. So the second level is Skyward Slopes, and this level's pretty cool. I like the way it's designed, I like all the different buildings on it, and to get to each star there's like a little mini challenge you have to do. So let's get into the level. So there's quite a lot of coins in this level. It's a pretty fun level for the 100 coin star. And like I was saying, level 2 and 3 and 1, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but you can get to all of them straight away in the game. You don't need to unlock them with stars. So you can play either 1, 2 or 3 straight away. It's a pretty good level. I think it was actually the first one I played. I think I played this one before level 1. So we're going to go up this slope here. And you can jump kick on slopes, by the way. That is going to be needed for certain parts of this game. So you are going to need to have some Mario knowledge before playing this. I wouldn't recommend playing it if you're a beginner and you've never played Mario 64. Because even though these first few levels are pretty easy and there's some pretty easy stars you can get, you're not going to get too far before you start getting stuck. Because this game has a really weird difficulty curve. That is one thing I want to mention about this game, the difficulty curve's weird. But the second level's cool, like I was saying. I like the way it's designed, I like all the different star locations. They did a really good job of designing it. Level 3, this level's supposed to be a bit like Jolly Roger Bay, I think. It's a pretty cool level. There's quite a few things to do, surprisingly, that aren't in the water. I think there is 3 or even 4 stars that are not in the water. And yeah, no, there is 3 stars that is out of the water, and the other 2 are in the water, and then you got the red coin star and 100 coin star. There's more to do than Jolly Roger Bay on land, which I appreciate. There's quite a few coins, there's like little sections you can go in as well. There is quite a lot to do in the water as well as like loads of caves to explore and red coins to find. I'm not a massive fan of water levels because I don't think anyone's a massive fan of water levels, but I think it's cool. Aqua Abyss is a cool level, I guess. So I'm going to get a star here. Spoiler alert for the 3rd star. I don't think it's a 3rd star, I mean 3rd level. So pretty cool level. I like the way it's designed as well, like the colour scheme they went for. It is a bit grey on the main bit, but when you go into the water it's not that bad. Okay, so we're going to be doing level number 4 now, which is System of a Downtown. And this level's really cool. I really like System of a Downtown. They have some really good star locations in this level. It's a really cool idea having loads of different houses and having like coins and stars hidden in houses. I think it's just really unique. It kind of reminds me of Wet Dry World in the town section, but you can actually explore all the houses and there's things like blue coin switches and everything to explore. It feels quite open world. I think this level would have benefited from being bigger, even though I was saying compact levels are good. This level is quite big to be fair, but even if it was like even more open and there was even more to do, it would just feel amazing. Like, it kind of feels almost like an Odyssey level. Like, you could make this into like a really good Odyssey level. But we're gonna go up here. I'm just showing you around. There's quite a lot to do here. I didn't really show off too much because I didn't want to spend too long in each level. I wanted to spend about a minute in each level. So there's a star here in the house. Pretty cool level. They got some really good hidden stars. And that is in World 2, by the way. You just need to get to World 2 to play it. Not that hard of a level either. This is level number 5, which is the, what's it called? Haunted Factory. So this is a bit like Big Boo Hunt in a way. It's much bigger than Big Boo Hunt and it is quite a lot harder. And this is level 5 and you need to get to World 2 to unlock it. And this is where you're going to need to have some skills. You're going to need some skills to play this level because you're going to need to do some long jumping and you're going to need to do some wall jumping. And when I say that, you're going to need to do like several wall jumps in a row. Nothing too complicated, like nothing too extreme. Like Lunamum Spear and Umbro Spear have got insane wall jumping sections, but there's a bit of wall jumping like here. The red coins are really well hidden. There's loads of coins. There's actually over 200 coins in this level, surprisingly. And the star locations are nice. I'm just getting the star at the very top. I'm not going to spoil the rest of it. There's loads of rooms you can check out. Cool level. The difficulty just start to spike a bit at this point though. So level number 6 is Stalagmite Cave. And this level feels really linear if you follow the main path, but there is quite a lot to do off the main path. And this level is a bit harder as well. I think this level is supposed to be a bit like Hazy Maze Cave. I think all the levels kind of resemble the levels from the original game in a way, thinking about it. Because you've got like the fortress, like Dice Fortress is supposed to be a bit like Bob-omb Battlefield. You got Skyward Slopes, which is a bit like Womps, for example. So this is a pretty cool level. It's like I was saying, it's quite linear unless you go off the path. Like there's a section over there with swamps. It does get more difficult, as you'll see over here. To get to this star, you're going to need to long jump across these platforms. And if you're not comfortable moving Mario, then it can be quite a big ask to do something like that. But I had no problem with this level. I wouldn't say it's any harder than the Boo levels, so just be prepared for that. It's an enjoyable level though. And this level here is where the game... Well, one of the stars in this level is pretty difficult. The Womp King star is really hard in this level, the snow level. And it's because when you're fighting him, you have to make sure not to fall off, and it's so easy to fall off. So, this snow level's cool. The ice there, by the way, damages you, so be careful. The red coins are pretty well hidden. The one thing I don't like about this level is in a way it is slightly linear. Because you do follow a main path like all the way up. Like there's like when you get to like these big open bits here, there's not like 2 different ones you can choose between. You have to keep going the same way. And the stars are in a pretty good place. There is one star in particular that's extremely well hidden. So congratulations if you find that star without a guide, because I had to look up on a guide to find it, because I just couldn't find it. Some of the jumps are a bit hard, as you can tell. Like there's triple jumps and long jumps and stuff. You're going to need to start getting good at this game at this point. And one of the stars is up here. You can go even higher than this, but I'm just showing you up to here. Cool level, it's a bit like Cool Mountain, but a lot harder. And this level here is, what's it called? It's called Overheating Oasis. We just covered Ice Crystal Tower, which is the snow level. This is Overheating Oasis. And this level's supposed to be a bit like Shifting Sandland. It's a really cool level. I didn't show off the maze in this clip, but there is a big maze to do, and there's red coins, and there's actually a star hidden in the maze. The red coins have really good locations, and there's like a few really cool sections, like there's this big bit you can climb up to get to star. These ruins are pretty cool. All the red coins are hidden really well, like I was saying, and it's a really nice looking level. The 100 coin star is really fun as well. I think it's actually better than Shifting Sandland because it's not as easy to die. There's no quicksand anywhere from my knowledge, and the stars are in really nice places like that one there on the pyramid. It's just a really cool level. It's fairly open as well, it's quite big. Over here we got Flowery Gardens, and like I was saying about the difficulty spike, this is where the game does start to get harder. Like, you're gonna need to be good at the game at this point. Like, I was saying that for like the Boo level, but you're gonna really need to get pretty good. Because even just to get up here, you need to be pretty skilled. And right here, I'm just showing you the level. So we got a windmill over here, and we got this massive parkour section. And it's pretty hard if you're not very good at parkour. If you know what you're doing with parkour, it isn't that bad. And in this grass here, there is some hidden red coins in the grass, so do watch out for them. And there is enemies here and there. It's a really cool looking level. I can say that about all the levels. It's a really cool looking level. But I'm going to go to the windmill section here, because that's a star I'm going to get. It's a pretty difficult star, actually. The parkour section, like I was saying, there's 2 stars hidden there. So try and find both of them. And I'm not sure where all the red coins are. I did get all the red coins because I have 100% of the game, but I've forgotten all the red coin locations, so you just have to find them yourself. Really cool looking level. Quite hard to do well. Like, that windmill star is pretty difficult. And the parkour is difficult. So right here we've got level 10, which is Swampy Springs. Swampy Springs is cool because of all the different paths that you can take. It does get thinner as you go. There is some parts that are quite thin, I think, if I remember right, on the other path. There is Chuckias and there's Heave Hoes, so be careful. There is a Koopa race as well. I didn't do Koopa race, but you can race Koopa and it is a bit unfair. I'm not going to spoil what he does, but it's unfair. The 100 coin stars hell. I'm joking, it's not that bad, it's alright. As long as you get all the blue coins from the switch, you're fine. And if you know the red coin locations, you'll be fine as well. There is 1 star in this level in particular. It's pretty hard. We have to jump on boxes, and it does get annoying if you miss it several times. But the blue coin switches in this game are not nice to you. They are pretty strict, as you can tell. They're not extremely strict. There is one in particular that's really strict, but that one's fine. That star is like near the top. So yeah, it's a cool level, and it is pretty difficult, but it shouldn't be too bad. Right here we got Sunny Beach, which is level number 11, and this level is really easy, but there's 1 star in particular that's really hard. Now, there's not loads of things in this level that will kill you. There is some wall jumping you may need to do here and there, but most of the stars, the reason why most of the stars are hard is because of how hidden they are and how out of the way they are. Now, the thing is, most of the stars aren't even hard to get to, it's just knowing where they are, like I was saying. And 1 star I want to talk about in particular in this level is the 100 coin star. Now, with the 100 coin star in this level, you need to get 100 coins obviously, but there's only 100 in the whole level. There's exactly 100. And the blue coin the blue coin switch is extremely strict, and you have to get all the blue coins, and one of them is almost frame perfect to get to. And all these bullies that you see, you have to kick them into lava. And there's one little piece of lava on the other side of the map, and you have to get all the bullies to that lava without them dying, or without them drowning, to get the coins from the bullies. And it takes ages. It takes about 10 minutes to do the 100 coin star. The red coins are well hidden, all the coins are well hidden. But other than that, it's a really fun level. It's really well designed as well. And yeah, I just wanted to say that about it. And now we've got the levels. Now the levels do spike at this point here, like I was saying, there was a spike already, but this is where they really spike. So we've got the Cliff of Wrath, which is level number 12. It's supposed to be a bit like Turtle Mountain, but an extreme version. And this is one of my favourite levels. It's probably, other than the spear levels, it's probably my favourite level, because I just really like the way it looks as well. And it's really well done. It's a really good difficulty, I think. Like, it's not too hard, but it's like the perfect difficulty in my opinion. You may find it too hard or too easy, but yeah, it's pretty well hidden. Some of the paths are well hidden, and some of the coins are well hidden. The star I'm about to get is quite well hidden, so do watch out for that. I like the way you have to climb all the way up, but you have to jump down to go up sometimes. And the red coins are hidden. There's lots of boos everywhere. The 100 coin star is fun. And there is a vanish cap here that you can use. I'm not going to show you what it's for though, because spoilers. Unless you play the game yourself, then you can figure it out for yourself. So there you go, Cliff of Wrath, really cool level, really enjoy it. It's one of my favourites to complete. And right here, this level here is called Molten Treasure Chests, and it's basically like Lethal Lava Land. It's like an extreme version of Lethal Lava Land. And I'm not a huge fan of this level. I don't hate it in any way, it's not too hard. But it just seems a bit empty. Like, not empty, but like, there is stuff to do. There's loads of coins and red coins and stuff, but there's just lava everywhere. Like, it just seems a bit samey. Like, even the rocks seem quite samey in the way you climb them. Like, it's alright, I don't mind lava levels. Like, I have nothing against this level. I'm just not a huge fan of this level. Some of the stars are really hard to get to. There's one in particular that's pretty hard to get to. The 100 coin star is really easy because the amount of coins they give you. There's a star here. You're going to need your wing cap and your cannons. There's lots of cannons around the map, so you can go really high up. And yeah, that's the Molten Treasure Chests. So I'm going to get into my two favourite levels now. So this is where you're going to need to be good. You're going to need to be very good at Mario 64 if you're going to want to beat these levels. So the first one is Aluminum Spear. And Aluminum Spear actually has the music from Majora's Mask Stone Tower. It's got the Stone Tower Temple music, which fits really well. And I absolutely adore this level. This level is so well designed. And there's so much hard wall jumping to do, and I just really like it. Now the one problem with this level is the camera can be a bit bad in places. And the stars are really well hidden and they're really well placed. The 100 coin star is pretty hard, but I don't mind because it's a really well designed level. So let's get one of the stars. So I'm gonna get one of the easier stars in this level just to show you how hard it is. So you have to go all the way over here, and then you have to long jump between these walls and wall kick between them without having to like line up properly. So it is quite a hard level. You're going to need to be really comfortable with wall jumping and with the camera in order to enjoy this level. But it's really well made, it's really well done, and yeah, second favourite level. And now for my favourite level, Ombre Spear. Now Ombre Spear is Aluminum Spear, but it's upside down. It's the exact same level I was just in, but the whole thing is upside down. And this level is even harder. And the reason why it's harder is because there's less place to stand, all the jumps are harder, everything about it is just more difficult. But that doesn't make it a bad level, it makes it good in a way, because some of the stars are really hard. Now the red coin star in particular was really hard for me. It just took me loads of attempts. I could probably do it now in not too long, but when you're doing it for the first time it does take a while to figure out where they all are. There is one over there between those walls and you have to wall kick between them to get that coin. That is quite hard. This long jump here is really precise, and if you miss it, you're gonna die unless you do a really good wall jump. It's a really open level. I really like how open it is, and you can kind of use all the different walls and different paths to your advantage. You can kind of wall kick between things if you're good enough. There's quite a few coins, even though you need 100. There is way more than 100, so don't worry about that if you lose coins. There's not that much RNG involved, so it does work really well. There's some orange boxes. The orange boxes are pretty cool. I like orange box sections. They're really nice. It's just even better than Aluminum Spear. So Ombre Spear is probably my favourite level. This star here, I'm getting to this star. It's just so well made. That's all I gotta say about it really. Right, so now I'm going to be showing off the bonus levels, and the first bonus level is the Vanish Cap, which is now called the Dust Switch of Identity. And it has got loads of hidden stars, and it's really well made level. There's always a red coin star on the secret level still, like they've still kept that in. I'm just going to show you one of the hardest stars to get to. The Vanish Cap switch is somewhere on the other side of the level, so look out for that. And you are going to need to use the Vanish Cap to get to some of the hidden stars. It's quite hard, it's in World 2, it's like kind of midway through the game. I won't say midway, it's slightly like closer to the start than mid-game, but yeah, it's cool Vanish Cap level. I think it's better than the Vanish Cap level in the original because there's so much to do. And it's just a nice level. It's well designed. And now we've got the Metal Cap level, which is the Toxic Switch of Danger. And it is cool, But one thing I don't like about it is that the camera isn't very good. The camera is awful. Now, the thing that makes the camera so bad is the fact that you can't really turn it round. So you kind of have to go into C up if you want to look around. There's a few hidden stars, I forgot how many there are, but there is a red coin star like I was saying. And you do start to take damage in this area if you are not wearing a metal cap, so make sure to wear a metal cap. It's quite clever because it teaches you that you need to wear a metal cap or you'll take damage. I'm just going to get to this star here. You need to do a few wall jumps to get to it. You have to switch wall jumping walls. Pretty cool. And there you go, that is the metal cap level. Awesome level. So now I'm going to be showing off the wing cap level, which is Tower of the East. And it's basically like the wing cap in the original, but there's lava everywhere and there's 4 more towers. And all the towers have red coins on them and there's cannons in some of them. And there's a few secret stars here and there, so I'm just going to get a secret star because the red coin star takes forever. You have to use the cannons, and obviously you have to go up the towers in order, kind of, to get to all the reds. You see one of the reds is up there. The red coin star, even though it looks really hard, they are kind of in an order, so it's not too hard to find them all. Like once you get to one, you might see the next one, you'll see the next one, so it's not that bad, even though it looks bad from here. It's a really cool wing cap level. It's a nice way of introducing you to the wing cap and what it can do. So there you go, very nice. And now we've got the frozen slides, so I guess this replaces Peach's secret slide. And it's a hard slide to do. You have to keep stopping yourself because you end up going too fast and getting too much speed. I enjoyed it. It took me quite a few attempts to get it right though, and getting all the red coins on the slide can be really difficult. There is a few other hidden stars here and there around the level that I'm not going to spoil. But it's a really cool little bonus level. I like the way it's just there. It doesn't unlock any caps, it's just there for a bonus. And there you go, you've seen the slide, it's cool. And now I'm going to be showing you one of the bonus levels in the final world called the Champions Challenge. Now you do not unlock this as the final level, this is before the final level. So yeah, I thought this was going to be like a final challenge, but it's cool what they were going for, but I think it was a little bit too easy. Maybe it's just because I'm a speedrunner. But some of the levels later on, like the spear levels, are harder than this, because even on this level, say if you fall off, you're not even going to die. So it's not even that bad of a punishment, but in the spear levels you're going to die. And you're going to need some knowledge, like jump kicking on slopes, riding on slopes correctly, like that. Triple jumping on things, wall kicking at certain angles, but to me that's all just common knowledge. So I didn't really struggle with this level. This is probably the hardest bit here. You need to do a double jump onto the slope, then kick up it and dive. And to get to the star, you just triple jump dive into it. Pretty cool level, I see what they were going for. I like the challenge, but I just found it a bit too easy. And now I'm going to be showing off the Bowser levels. So the first Bowser level is Bowser's Badlands Battlefield. There's a red coin star in it as well, because there's a red coin star in every Bowser stage. That's what I like about them as well. There's a few hidden stars, because in the original they only had a red coin star, but there's hidden stars in these ones. It's a pretty big level. I like how non-linear these Bowser levels are, because in the original the Bowser levels are really linear. And if you fall, you're most likely going to die, but they've actually made it into like a proper level here. There's a little bit of a tricky wall jumping section here to do. This leads up to this tower here. You can get up with a cannon, so don't worry if you're not able to do that. I'm just going to get a hidden star in a minute. Some of the red coins are well hidden. You're going to need the cannon to get to one of the stars, by the way, so make sure you open the cannon. Down here is a 1-up, and to get it, you just have to get it here, and then you have to wall kick back up by going around the wall like that. There's a hidden star down here that I'm just going to get. So it's a really cool first Bowser level. I like how open it is for a Bowser level, because I wasn't expecting it to be so open. Yeah, it's cool. And now I'm going to be showing off the second Bowser level. And this is something you're not going to expect. There's a Bowser level that's a water level. So this level is a water level, you heard me right. And it is a Bowser level at the same time. There's quite a few hidden stars on this level. Some of them are really well hidden. Most of them are out of the water. And to get to some of them, you're going to need to use orange boxes with switch timer. I'm just showing you around the level real quick. I'm going to need to wall kick up here again because I suck. So there is a few hidden stars. It's hard to see where they are from here, but there is stars, so don't be fooled. If you can't see any, just look harder. I'm going to go on the switch here because it leads over to another section. The red coins are well hidden. Getting to Bowser 2 is hidden, like the pipe that leads to the Bowser fight. It's not super hidden, but you're going to need to look around a bit in the water for it as well. And there we go. So that is the second Bowser level. In my opinion, it's not very difficult, but it's cool. And now we have the final Bowser level, which is Bowser's Crystal Palace. And this level is really difficult, especially for red coins. If you're going for red coins, this level is so difficult. And the reason why it's difficult is because there's 16 red coins. There's twice the amount as normal. There's usually 8, but 16. So there's twice the amount of work to do. And it's a really long level. And it's really easy to make mistakes. And most mistakes result in a death as well. So if you do anything wrong, you're most likely going to die. And later on, there's some hard red coins to get to. And there's a shell section. And even after that, there's like a cannon section that leads to other stuff. It's open. It's really well open level once you get to where the wing cap is. There's a hidden wing cap somewhere. And you can use that and you can get to some stars that way, or you could get them the normal way. I'm going to get to a secret star because I'm not doing the red coin star again because it took me ages to do originally. Now this box section here is cool, but the camera makes it really hard. Most of this game doesn't look that hard, and even when I watched other people play it, I always thought this game wasn't as hard as it looked. But after playing it, I gotta admit it is actually pretty difficult, and the thing that makes it so difficult is usually the camera. Like, it's not even the game, it's usually the camera that makes it really hard, because the camera is not that good. That's just one of the hidden stars. That's probably the easiest star in the level as well, by the way. All the other ones are harder. So I've shown off all the levels, I've shown off all the bonus levels, all the Bowser levels, so there you go, you've seen all the levels now. That took quite a long time. I just wanted to show everything off so you could see what the game looked like, because yeah, I just want to show the whole game off and show you a bit of my opinion. I know the way I was saying it was a bit formulaic. I was saying I like this level, it's cool and everything, but yeah, I do really like every level. I don't think there's a level in this game that I dislike. There is some stars that I dislike, obviously, but I'm not really spoiling stars, because if you guys want to play it for yourself, then I want you to be able to play it and have to find all the stars yourself. Like, when I first played it, I didn't know all the stars. I knew most of them, because I've seen like 110 star speedruns of this game, and I've seen reviews, but other than that, I had to find a lot of them myself. Plus, I beat the game without save states. Now, if you are going to play this game, and you are fairly good at the original, or you just want a challenge, I would highly recommend playing it without save states. And if you don't know what a save state is, it's basically where you can save your game, and if you fall off, you can literally load it. It's usually with an emulator. There's a way of doing it on N64, I think, as well, but you can literally load where you last were, and it basically takes out all the challenge in stars, especially 100 coin stars and red coin stars, because you're able to literally go through the level without any consequence of dying or fear of dying, and it kind of ruins the game. Plus, it just doesn't feel as rewarding to play it. So I beat the whole game save stateless. I recommend you do that as well. If you do really struggle with like the Spare levels or the final Bowser, maybe use save states, but I would recommend not save stating everywhere. Like, maybe save state at the start of a hard section, then at the end of that hard section, rather than like throughout the entire level, because like, it does kind of ruin it. So if you do want to save state, I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you from doing anything, and you can do what you want. But I wouldn't recommend save stating everywhere, because it kind of ruins the game. Just explore the game, and don't be afraid to fail, because you probably are going to fail. Even if you're a good player, you're probably going to fail, because that's the way this game is. The hub worlds, I'm not talking about the hub worlds much, I'll talk about them now. The hub worlds are really open, I really like the way they look. There's loads of hidden stars in them, especially the first and second one. There's even a red coin star in the second one, which is pretty ambitious, compared to the Peach's Castle, where all they really had was like the Mip stars and the Toad stars. Is it better than the original? I wouldn't say so. Obviously it's not made by Nintendo, it's made by a fan. I think it's made by Lugmalord. It is made by Lugmalord. He is really good at making ROM hacks. I think he made Extreme Edition as well, which is crazy. I've not played 74 Extreme Edition, and I don't plan to, because I'm nowhere near good enough to do it, because of how ridiculously hard it is. And if I was to play that, I would definitely use save states. So like I was saying about the game, it is not quite as good as the original, but for just someone making a ROM hack, it is a pretty incredible ROM hack. It's definitely my favourite ROM hack so far. I've not played many ROM hacks, because I've only just got into playing ROM hacks. But if you are looking to play one for the first time, and you are a pretty good Mario 64 player, or you just want to try something new, I would highly recommend Super Mario 74. It's really cool. I didn't think I'd end up 100% in it. I thought I'd end up just playing it a bit and just thinking it's cool. and in the future I do actually plan on speedrunning the 110 star category. Alright, so I'm probably going to end this video in a minute, but I've reviewed everything, so I'm just going to tell you my overall score. So my overall score for this game is an 8 out of 10. Now, the thing that's preventing it from 10 is two things. One, the camera. The camera is not the best in the world, and the difficulty spike's a little bit too big in my opinion, and it might turn away some beginners. So that's just my opinion. Amazing hack, close to a 9 in my opinion, but I don't do decimal places. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video and subscribe if you're new around here. I made you more RomHack reviews in the future, so stay tuned for them.